G'day folks! So a couple weeks ago I did a comparison of the Hero 7 Black and the Osmo Pocket to see which device was better for motovlogging. Now when it comes to motovlogging, one important thing that people like to do is create drive lapses, which is basically a driving time lapse. That just entails mounting your GoPro on your vehicle and recording a time lapse. Now down in the comments it was brought up, and it was a really good point. With the introduction of the Hero 7 Black, we now have the feature to create hyperlapses, also known as time warp video. So when creating a driving time lapse, should you use the time-lapse mode or the hyperlapse mode? I thought that was a really good question because myself, I've never created a driving time-lapse in the time warp mode. So in this video, we're going to do a test. We're going to create a drive lapse both in standard time-lapse mode and in the time warp mode to see which is your best option. So let's just jump right in and take a look. So for this test, I'm going to mount my Hero 7 Black on the front of my car. In the first example, I'm just going to put it in a standard time-lapse mode at a 1-second interval. And I'll go for a drive and we'll see what it looks like. Then I'll put it in time warp mode and go for a drive again. Now time warp doesn't have intervals, but it has times, how fast you can speed up the footage. So we're going to try it in two different speeds. We're going to do it at 30 times speed and then at 15 times speed. So let's just get at it. So as you can see there wasn't a huge difference. It wasn't a night and day difference, but I do have to say that the time warp feature is a little smoother. Things just look a little more smoother, and there's a little bit of blending, I believe, in between each frame, or it kind of looks like it anyways. Now, if you were just walking, holding the GoPro in your hand, doing a walking time lapse, it would not look very good. It'd be all over the place. That's the whole point of time warp, is that it smooths it out and kind of keeps things nice and even and balanced. So I guess the bottom line is if you're going to be doing any kind of drive lapses this summer, you're best to shoot in the time warp mode just for that little bit of extra polish. Now the other mode we didn't talk about is time-lapse photo. In time-lapse photo, it's just going to record a series of still images that you have to go in and assemble yourself later on. And that's really good if you really want to do some heavy editing, if you want to take them into something like Lightroom. The other thing is you can then bring it into something like LR time-lapse and you can really play around with it. You can have it deflickered, you can add some motion blending just to smooth it out even further. Well folks, that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you found it enjoyable and that it had some value. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.